right. All right. Good morning. For the record, I'm Chris Young, Chair of the HDC Sign Advisory Committee. Let's confirm access. Kevin Kuster.
Here.
Paul Wolf.
Here.
Mark Catone.
Here.
And staff Esmeralda Martinez.
Present.
This open meeting of the HDC's SAC is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12th, 2020. That order, posted with the agenda materials for this meeting, allows public bodies to convene remotely so long as public access to deliberations is reasonably provided. This meeting is convening via Zoom with video and audio recording available on the town's YouTube channel. We will feature public comment. Materials provided to the members for this meeting or provided during the meeting are, unless otherwise noted, available on the town's website. During the meeting, I'll introduce agenda topics and speakers. Please mute your Zoom audio until your name's called. Direct comments and questions through the chair to avoid crosstalk and the taking of minutes easier. And votes will be conducted by roll call. So we'll call the meeting to order at 9:05 on Tuesday, December 12th, 2023. Do we have a motion to approve our agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Thanks, Mark. Kevin, are you in favor?
Aye.
And Paul?
Aye.
Mark?
Aye.
Okay, thanks. And I don't believe we had minutes to approve. Is that correct, Esmeralda? Or did I
That
miss
is
that?
correct. I am working on them. I do have to
Okay.
backtrack till August. So,
All right,
but they're coming.
thanks. Is anybody on the line for public comments not related to an application? Seeing
don't-
none.
Believe so.
Any commissioners have comments I'd like to start with? All right, why don't we move on to the first applicant, Dave Fredericks, for 31 Old South Road wall sign. Is anybody on the line for that?
This is Caitlin from Sign Here Nantucket. I'll be representing for them.
Okay, thanks, Caitlin. Can you introduce us to this application?
Sure. This is a new business at 31 Old South Road. They're looking to put a single-sided wall sign sized at 50 inches by 32 inches. So that's about 4 feet by 2.5 feet above the door. And it says Color Up Nail Salon. And that's going to be in beige and then gold leaf detailing. It's going to go right in the center of that triangle there. And it's the same size as the Island Variety sign, which is pictured there, which is why that's also included.
Okay, great. Just out of curiosity, scale-wise, is the portico the same size portico on both buildings? Or do you know? It looks similar.
I'm
but
not
just
sure on
curious.
that. They do look very similar. I'm not sure. I know the one that's pictured is about 10 feet by 4 feet tall. I'm not sure about the Island Variety one.
Okay.
But visually, they
Okay.
look very similar.
Yeah, they do. All right. Why don't we go through the board? We'll do Mark, Kevin, and Paul. Mark, you want to start?
Yeah, I guess I'm fine with it. And I guess the only question I have is this the only business at this property?
I am not sure on that. However, she does have both sides of this front-facing building. I can't speak to the back half or the side half.
Got it. So this, okay, that was part of my question, is whether the units left and right are tied to this, and it sounds like they are. I don't think I have any further comments.
Okay, Kevin.
I don't feel like the typography is appropriate in this case. It looks so, you could say it's a logo, but I think there's other typography that could approach this better than that. That's all.
Okay, Paul.
I had the same question as Mark, rather, regarding other businesses in this building. If this applies to the front units, I guess that's fine. If other tenants come in, I guess they'll have to enter somewhere else without a master sign plan.
Yeah, I think that
I
makes
don't have
sense.
any, I don't have any problem with the sign.
Okay, so I think if it becomes a multi-tenant building, then a master sign plan would have to be
Right.
presented for the next applicant. Um, Okay, so sounds like, and I also was curious about the font. I think we've done things sort of similar. I guess I could look at it also like it's roughly 15% of the size of the sign. So I think I would be okay with this. Does anybody want to make a motion?
Motion to approve as submitted.
Second,
Okay, Kevin, are you in favor?
No, I'm not.
Okay, Paul
aye,
and Mark.
Aye.
Okay. I'm in favor as well, so we'll send this up with a recommendation for approval. Thank you for representing it. Do you have any other signs you're representing today?
Nope, that is it. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thanks.
Alrighty, bye.
Right. So we have 48 Center Street.
Correct.
And-
I have no one else online. And same thing with 5 Avery Court. They have 2 signs, same building, 2 different entrances. And
Okay.
we can hold those for rep if you'd like to.
Why don't we at least make comments? We have a quorum right now. Let's see
Sure.
if we can get some comments put together. So for the 48 Center Street, this is that corner building that's used to be Stoked, I think it was. So now it's For Now, and they've been in other locations, as I recall. They were over by the sister ship previously. So, and this sign I think is in
Todd Circle, Esmeralda.
place. So for if you scroll down, if you look at the next one, Esmeralda, next photograph in the packet, it doesn't appear to be. Well, maybe it is. It just has a very high gloss to it. So I was curious if it was a painted wood or if it's some other product. Their application says that it's paint on wood and that it is 4 square feet, which is the appropriate size. Why don't we go Kevin, Paul, Mark?
I don't have any issue with this. It's pretty similar to what was approved before with the addition of that bottom piece. So I think I'm okay with it.
Okay, Paul.
is this two tenants, For Now one and Chappie Rep the other? I don't understand what the sign says. Does anybody know?
I'm assuming that that's the case. If it was the case, this is probably how we would ask them to make the sign, right?
Okay, all right,
but
I'm fine.
if not, okay. And Mark?
I actually don't, I don't love the location of it, just suspended like that. I can't recall off the top of my head our guidelines for suspended signs in such an application.
Let's see.
I'd rather, when it, typically also we would ask for a stay chain of some sort if it is just gonna hang like that, but I actually rather see this better anchored to the architecture in some way. I don't know exactly what that is, whether that's located between the 2 windows, it's actually on the main building facade, or it went left and was bracketed off the corner where the porch starts. But there's something about the way it's just hanging there feels a little awkward, I guess, in terms of its positioning. As far as the sign itself goes, I'm probably okay with it. I have some reservations about its placement.
Would you feel better just hearing your comments, to have it between the left post and the corner board there, sort of above the woman's head.
Yeah,
Or if it
possibly.
fit, I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it fits there, but
Yeah, if it were more than affixed in a way too, with brackets of some sort, it might feel a little better. I think just hanging out and flapping in the wind, literally the way it is as it's shown here, seems a little
okay.
odd.
Like I said, I believe that this sign is up. I saw a sign like this sort of out of the corner of my eye walking around last week. And so I think we could, view this. I'm also curious about that menu board in the back, or wall sign that seems to be above the windows. If that's left over from Stoked, or if that's part of this new business as well. So should we hold for maybe a viewing and
Yeah,
So
I would make a
presentation so we
motion to
can
hold
figure out if there's other
for
signage that's
viewing, for review and representation.
Second,
okay. Thanks, Kevin. Your favor?
Aye.
Mark
Aye.
and Paul.
aye.
Okay. Thanks, Esmeralda. If you would ask them, if you're in touch with the applicants, just if they could clarify if there's other signage, or if that picture was just an old picture that had that wall sign still in it, that would be helpful.
Will do. If I'm not mistaken, that sign that looks like a kind of like a surfboard, I believe that's
Right.
their menu from Stoke. But
Right. I
but
just wasn't sure
could
if
be wrong.
Chappie Wrap
Yeah.
is a sandwich shop or if it's a scarf
I-
shop.
That's a good
There it
question.
is.
Don't know.
Anyway, well, that would be great if you could ask them, or maybe they could be on the next call.
Will do.
Okay. So for Marine Home Center, Paul, do you have any conflict, or are you not worried about that at this point?
We have a quorum for this without me, but I can comment if you'd like. What's going on here? The appliance
doesn't look
store,
like
as we know it today. Okay?
Yeah.
The appliance store, as we know it today, is closing and will be replaced by our building materials department. Excuse me. But the remnants of the appliance store, which is the service part of it, stays, but it's moving to this particular building, which is where we previously had a flower shop, and then Cape Cod 5 was in there for several years, and currently it's not really occupied. I have seen these signs this before, and they asked me what I thought. I told them it was fine. I didn't have any problems with them, but I think that discussion should be held with others.
Okay, thanks. And there's two of them that look very similar.
One's on the front and one's on the back.
Got it.
The back being
right.
where the hospital, next to the hospital physical
Right.
therapy department.
Okay, let's review these sort of together unless somebody has a problem with that. We'll do Kevin and then Mark.
I have no major concerns with the sign. That I just question if it looks a little small on in this photograph. It's hard to tell. It looks like it's just been pasted in there, but I'm not sure how that size relates to where it's mounted. Other than that, I have no concerns. What is the size of that sign?
One of them is 60 by 6 inches, and the other one is, they're both 60 by 6 inches according to the applications.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little skinny.
Could be. Looks like they're trying to fit them on the frieze and above the, the space above the door. That Marine Home Center is gonna be pretty small, though, you're right, and by the time you take 6 inches and put borders and white space in. Mark, do you have any thoughts?
No concerns.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the pleasure of the,
I'd
Motion
motion
to
to
approve.
approve it as filed.
so that's for both applications, we'll do
Yeah.
one motion for both. So one of you seconding, Mark, you motion, Kevin, are you seconding?
Yeah,
Okay, thanks, and you're aye, and Mark?
Yes, aye.
Okay, I am as well. Great. So I think that takes care of all of our agenda items. I know, enforcement's been a question at the last few meetings. Esmeralda, is there any update on where we stand with that?
We're working on enforcement. I don't know where it was left off because Billy was taking care of that, but Billy has been moved to 2 different other departments within Plus. And Nikki's been taking over all my inspections, HTC, which kind of goes with enforcement. I know we've been taking care of some enforcement in-house, but I don't have an updated list for you guys. And hopefully by the end of the year or starting new year, we'll get better organized. Because it's a lot going on in this office at the moment, as you all know.
Yeah, is it possible to just have whatever list you have in whatever
I
form
can,
it exists?
yeah,
sent
I
to
can
us?
send you whatever we have. I know it has not been updated in a while. And I know Paul had been emailing Billy. Billy was forwarding it to me, and I think they just got lost because there's a lot going on in this office, unfortunately, and there's only so much time that we have. I mean, I can spend here hours and hours and still not catch up with all my work. But yeah, I'll send you whatever I have last updated, which I think it might have been August or September.
Okay, so has anything been sent out that you're aware of since
Not,
then?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay. Do any board members have questions or comments on enforcement?
I guess I've got a comment, or a couple of comments. It's very frustrating to have asked about this the entire summer long, and I understand there's a lot of work going on. However, somewhere along the line, a decision is being made to either put this off, put it on the back shelf, deal with other priorities. I understand that. I would like to know, I'd like to have a better understanding as to why. I understand staffing to me,
So
that
I can answer that. Those are my priorities. Sign enforcement, unfortunately, is not a priority on my list. I have other stuff that I have to deal with HDC. Hence why it hasn't been taken care of. I'm being pulled in 5-10 different directions every day, all hours of the day. I'm only one person. And as you all know, this is the busiest HDC district in the whole nation. So I do have other priorities than be dealing with enforcement. I wish if someone could help, you're more than welcome to. I know in previous years, I guess someone would drive around with a cop and write down addresses and dates, and then we can file some sort of enforcement, but I don't have time. Hence why Nikki has taken over HDC inspections. I spend over 50 hours a week in this office just dealing with HDC. I don't have time for enforcement. I know it's frustrating. Trust me, I'm trying, but it's only one person. And the one person that did help me was Billy. And now, unfortunately, he's now doing planning board and zoning board. He was just named the zoning board administrator. Again, there's only so much we can do. And hopefully with the new review, with the that just happened, some things will get better for us. So I'm sorry that it's not taken care of as soon as fast as you like it for it to be taken care of. But again, it's only one person doing all of this.
no, I understand that. Then perhaps whether, that's Leslie Snell or whoever you report to needs to address this. I understand it's not your problem to solve, but this isn't a matter of, this has simply not been done the entire year. And this is why the select board appointed us. It's one of the things that needs to be done. We have offered to help. We have been asking to get, a baseline to start from. So it's, I hate to keep asking you about it, but somebody needs to answer the question. Otherwise, I need to know who to ask that question to. Do we need to ask the select board to get you more help? How do we get this problem addressed is what I'd like to figure out. The other thing that I'd like to find out about is about a month and a half or so ago, I sent in photographs from the NHA, who has installed freestanding signs at every one of their properties. I don't know if it's on the list or not. So
Who
giving
did you
us
send them
someplace,
to? Because I
I
haven't
sent
received them.
well, I believe I sent them to you. I'll go back and see where they went, but
Okay.
it's I know it's not being helpful to continually ask you. There's nothing else that you personally can do about it. However, I suggest that you either bring this to Leslie or Leslie come to our meeting or somebody explain to us when something's going to happen, or if it's not going to happen, to tell us it's not going to happen, and then we'll address it with the select board or whomever else we need to. Otherwise, what's the point of any of this? So,
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
anyway, that's all I have to say. I think I made my point across, and hopefully we get an answer so that it's a little tough to begin things now for next spring, but at the same point, we're starting. And so, thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Paul or Mark, do you have anything you want to add?
I will just second all of Kevin's comments. I think if we could have someone sit down and talk to us other than Esmeralda, because she just did talk to us, it might be helpful.
I agree. So Esmeralda, first of all, thanks for everything you're doing. We do appreciate what your job entails, and it's, from our perspective, just frustrating because we come to these meetings and tell people yes or no on things when other businesses don't seem to bother coming to us at all. And so it's just trying to figure out where that level playing field is and how we keep it such. So
again, I resonate with you guys. I understand it's frustrating.
Yeah,
but I will talk to Leslie.
That'd be nice. I would be happy to come in and sit with her as well, because in the past we have had different, it has been a evolving process, and maybe devolving at the same time, where the police were involved, Amy Baxter was involved, members of your staff were involved, and it's been very inconsistent through the years. So I guess we're just trying to figure out where are we now, and how do we get things back on? Yeah. So
fair enough.
Thank you for addressing that, and please let Leslie know we are more than happy to come in, have her come to a meeting, whatever it takes. We just want to get the conversation started so that we get somewhere.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Any other motions?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Adjourn, for example. Thank you. Mark?
Aye.
Kevin and Paul?
Aye.
All right. Thank you, guys. Happy holidays. This is probably our last meeting before the new year, I assume.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I believe the next
Okay.
meeting with January 2nd work for you guys, or we can postpone to the following week after the holidays.
Ooh,
Did we do the
first
following week?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree
we
with
can
that.
certainly do the following week. I figured and thank you for bringing it up, because I am going to work on the HDC schedule this week to be posted next week. So we'll do it the week after New Year's. Great.
That'd be helpful.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.